Members of staff from the Centre of Urban History went to China and Colombia to attend two separate and completely unrelated conferences, actually. The first conference in China was the Second World Forum of Global Urban History at Hangzhou Normal University. Members of staff also discussed an ongoing collaboration, and so really our movement into China is part of an ongoing process to establish links with academic institutions around the world that specialise in the study of urban history. The University of Leicester is currently part of a multi-university venture with the National University of Colombia, and our visit to Colombia was within this remit. But also I think one of the important things about Colombia was that they have a very long tradition of urban studies, mostly from an architectural perspective. And this was really something that was extremely interesting to myself, Simon and Prashant, because it's not really a way in which urban history is approached here in the UK and Europe. And so it was very interesting to see how this architectural perspective is beginning to merge with urban history in Colombia and Latin America more generally. And so this kind of illustrates how going beyond Europe and going beyond the UK in terms of tapping into other regions' traditions of academic research and publication and the like gives us new perspectives. My favourite bit of the China trip was the boat tour of a small city called Tonglu. Now, Tonglu is very interesting. It's a bit of a tourist city. There's lots of kind of great natural scenery in the area, and it's been developed very quickly over the past kind of 5 to 10 years. And so there's an awful lot of very tall apartment blocks, but there's not really very many people living in them. And if you were to, if this is an example, a very small example, I think, of the phenomenon of ghost cities in China, which are these cities that are built extremely fast with great infrastructure, lots of housing, and often very large public buildings like government offices, but there's really nobody living in them, or the population moves into these particular areas or these cities very, very slowly, and so they have kind of very eerie air. The favourite part of our trip to Colombia was without a doubt being taken on a tour of the edges of the city. Colombia is surrounded, so Bogota, where we were, is surrounded by mountains, and there are many different ecosystems, and one can literally go from kind of almost subtropical jungle down into a savanna, and then which looks very much like a Derbyshire or the Peak District in some ways, very, very quickly. And it is the way in which these ecosystems interact with the city in terms of water supply, food supply, and the like, which is particularly interesting. Half of the world's population now live in cities, and most of these people are in places like East Asia, Africa, India, and Latin America. The students in the Centre for Urban History are very much a global bunch. This means that they bring with them the experience of their cities, and often they wish to take the expertise that we have here and apply it to specific sites, to specific research projects and experiences in their own cities. And this allows students to learn from each other. And I think that it creates a very vibrant and dynamic research culture here in the Centre for Urban History, and one that will only continue to grow as we attract more international students.